This is number 2 in my series of composite area problems for 7th and 8th graders. This figure that we have here is something that we need to find the area of, which means, again, the space that the figure takes up. So we need to divide the shape into, or this figure into different shapes that we know how to find the area of. Then we need to find those areas, then add the areas together to find the area of the whole composite shape. So what I see here is that I can divide this in several ways. I could divide it into a little rectangle here and a bigger trapezoid here, or I could just draw a line straight down this way and divide into a large middle-sized rectangle here and a trapezoid on this side, which is what I'm going to do this time. So now I have a middle-sized rectangle here, and I can see that the height of this rectangle here is 10 inches, and the top here is 5 inches. This number down here says 15 inches, but that means the distance all the way across the figure. And I just need this little piece for my base, which is the same as the top here, so it's 5 inches. So the area of my rectangle here is base times height, which is equal to 5 times 10, which is 50 inches squared. So the area of my rectangle here is 50. Now I just need to find the trapezoid. Remember that the area of a trapezoid is equal to 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2 times the height. Now 1/2 times, which one is base 1 and which one is base 2? Doesn't matter as long as we get both of them in here. Is this base right here equal to 15? No, it is not, because this whole side of the figure was originally 15 inches. But we realize that this part of it is 5 inches. So this part of the bottom of this figure is really 10 inches. And so I'm going to use 10 for my base 1 of my trapezoid, 10. Plus, and now I need the base 2. And base 2 is labeled up here at the top as 7 inches. And that is the correct base. I don't have to do anything to it. So that's 7 inches. What is the height of my trapezoid? Well, the height is the perpendicular distance between these two bases. And in this case, I can see that this side of the trapezoid is also the height, which isn't always the case with a trapezoid, but in this case it is. So I need to find the distance from here to here. Now I know that the distance of the height here of this rectangle was 10, so this whole distance on this side is also 10. And this distance from the top of the rectangle to the top of the trapezoid is 6. So if the whole distance is 10, this part of it is 6, then this other part must be 4. So the height of this trapezoid is 4. Now I have all the numbers that I needed for my formula, base 1, base 2, and height. So I can go ahead and find the area of my trapezoid. 1/2 times 10 plus 7, which is 17, times 4. So now multiplying 1/2 times 17 times 4, I've taught my classes always that you need to remember that there's an associative property of multiplication that says that A times B times C is the same thing as A times C times B, meaning that you can change the orders of numbers when you're multiplying them and it doesn't make a difference to the answer. So I will take 1/2 times 4 because that's easier and I like easier things. 1/2 times 4 is 2 times 17. And 2 times 17 is 34. So now I need to add the area of my trapezoid to the area of my rectangle. And of course this was inches squared also for the trapezoid. So we'll add these two together, 34 plus 50, which is 84 inches squared, will be the total composite area for my funny little figure up here. That is composite area number 2. Thanks for watching. Next we'll do composite area 3, a little more complicated.